What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sinister-Cast, a podcast where I talk about music, my channel, and things going on in my life. So if you're new, consider subscribing. And yes, this is late. I realize this is a day late. I got busy yesterday, didn't have time to do it. And yeah, it just became a thing. But anyway, before I get into the main topic of today's discussion, which is like my everyday carry items, stuff that I take with me every day, all day, every day, everywhere I go, I want to remind you guys that on Friday I released a metal cover, another one of Happy Together by the Turtles. You know, that great, good, happy-go-lucky jam. So if you haven't checked that out yet, go on over there and look at it. I'll leave a card up here for you to go click over and check it out, because it took a lot of work. I had my girlfriend help me with the video and stuff, and I'm going to tell you, it's very different from covers I've done before. The music aspect isn't different, but the video aspect is. It's not so much of just a music video of me headbanging around and playing and singing and stuff. There's like a story to it. So for you to realize what I'm talking about, just go over and watch it. I'm not going to explain it here, but it's definitely worth the watch. Put a lot of work into it. I think it came out really good. I tried a lot of new things, and this whole video idea for it was a whole new thing that I've never done before to begin with. So yeah, I would appreciate it if you would go check that out and share it with everybody you know. Ha! But, yes. Okay. So, moving on to the main topic. Also, don't mind the crappy video. It's my crappy webcam again. I'm still trying different things for Sinister-Cast. A lot of things that don't work anymore. Can't use my camera as a webcam on my computer because Sony updated the software for stuff and it doesn't work anymore, and it's a whole thing. So it's a crappy webcam day today. But anyway, I keep going off subject. The main topic of today is my everyday carry items, or EDC items, and basically what that is, an everyday carry item is something that you carry with you every day. Something that you keep on your person all of the time, that you always want with you, and that you probably never leave the house without. So let me think. First things first, and probably the most obvious, my phone. Okay, I take my phone everywhere with me for the most part. I don't leave without it because everybody nowadays is attached to their phone. I am one of those. I talk to you guys through this. I do research with this. I do just about everything with this. And I don't leave the house without it because obviously it's my phone, and I don't need to explain it that much because most of you understand because you do the same thing. Second everyday carry item that I have is probably another very obvious one, and it's my wallet. Okay, so I have this interesting wallet from a company called Travax, and I've talked about it before. So it's not a traditional style wallet. It's very different. It's kind of minimalist, but it's got a very creative side to it. It's leather with some extra banding that you can see here, and I don't want to give my card away or anything, but it opens up like this. It folds open, and on the inside, it's got this little flippity flap here. You've got a little notebook, basically. I can try to flip through it there. You can see it's like a little notepad in here, and I got some receipts and stuff. But it's got a little notepad in there for you to jot things down while you're on the go. It's a nice little compact thing. It's always nice to have in case you don't have anything on you. You need to write down a number, or if you get in an accident, you need to write some insurance information, or you think of a grocery list or something like that. It comes in handy, especially for someone with a creative mind like myself, where you're always thinking of ideas. Another cool aspect of it is this right here, this little edge, the spine. It actually comes out like this, and it's a pen. Now you're probably thinking, that is one tiny pen. And it is. It's supposed to be. And it's a Fisher space pen, for those of you who don't know. And a space pen essentially is a pen made for writing in space. So you can write upside down. Most pens you can't because they're gravity fed. So if you try to write upside down, all the ink falls this way and you can't write anymore. But this has a pressurized ink capsule, so that it always comes out. You can write upside down. You can write underwater. You can write in oil. And a lot of very versatile things. This pen is able to do just about anything that a pen can do 10 times better. And it's metal, so it's built to last. and it is tiny and compact, and it fits in your wallet essentially, and comes apart like this. You put it on the back, and once you put the cap on the back, it is still somewhat small, but I do have fairly big hands, and I can write comfortably with this. It's still easy to write with. You pull out your notebook thing here, write down whatever you got to do, and you're good to go. And like I said, it's solid, it's heavy, it writes real smooth, and yeah, it's awesome. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could take the cap off and write with this tiny thing, but then that gets into the area of being hard to write with. I mean, even with it like that, I still have enough pushback right here that I could write with it if I had to, but normally I put the cap on the back, so I have that extra leverage and everything, and bam. It's also waterproof. That's another thing. It's waterproof. I think that's probably a given if it can write underwater, but yeah. Then when you're done writing down whatever you need to do, you just slide it back in, and you're good to go. And it's this compact little thing, and I've got a lot of cards and stuff in there, like rewards cards, my debit card, and stuff like that. So it's nice, and you can adjust this strap on the inside to hold more or less cards tightly and securely. So you can pull them out, and this little thing here is supposed to be an ID window where you put your picture on your ID, but I don't do that because I keep my debit card on top, and basically I can just I can put my thumb right on the slot there if I need to get my card, and boop, I push it out, and that's how I take out my card. It just kind of slides out, and I can do that with every card that I have in here with my ID and everything else. And it's leather, just to add everything to it. So it's really nice. It's really compact. It is really expensive. I think it's like $70. But if you think about it, you're getting a really cool leather wallet with a notepad and a really expensive pen. The pen comes with it. So the pen itself, if you want to buy it on its own, I think it's like a $25 or $30 pen on its own. So you're getting your money's worth and everything. And I've had it for I don't know, over a year now. So probably I got it when I turned 21 back in 2018. So yeah, I've had it for a year and change, a year and 5 months or so. So almost a year and a half, and I've been using it, and it's great. It's great. So yeah, it's everyday carry item number 2. Everyday carry item number 3 is more of another techie item, and that's these bad boys. Now, you may not know what these are at first glance, but if you open up the case, now you know. Wireless earbuds. These are the Samsung Galaxy Buds, and they're really small, and they just fit right in your ear like so. It's already connected. I heard it connected to my phone. They don't protrude or anything. They're really comfortable for me, and they're compact. They don't hang out like the stupid AirPods, which I think are ugly as all hell and look stupid. But as you can see, it's pretty much flush with my ear, and it's touch control. Bam, boop, put it in, set it in there, have them charged, and it's a tiny little pill case that you just throw in your pocket. I keep it in my pocket. I take them everywhere because you never know. If I'm riding my bike to class, I'm listening to music or podcasts. If I'm at work, I'm listening to music or podcasts or interviews or whatever. If I get out of class early and I have some time to sit around but not enough time to go home, I go up and I find a seat and I sit down and I watch some videos or something. So these are nice, and if you keep the case charged, they will last you a really long time. I think they've died on me once because I forgot to charge them one night and then try to use them. But I think you can charge these fully 2 or 3 times after the earbuds die and you put it in the case. The case will charge them like 2 or 3 times over. So you get like 2 or 3 uses out of a case charge of the earbuds, and the buds themselves last. God, I have them last all day at work at least, and that's 8+ hours. So I don't even know, and I'm constantly listening to stuff when that's going on. And I guess it kind of depends on what you're listening to. If you're listening to stuff that is more bass heavy and you're cranking the bass up on your music, they're not going to last as long because it's going to use more battery to do that. But if you're just normal everyday listening and stuff, they will last all goddamn day, if not a couple days, if you don't use them all the time. So they're really nice to have, and they use the same charging cable as my phone, which is nice. I really don't ever leave anywhere without these unless I know I'm not going to be listening to music. Like if I'm going to the store with my girlfriend and we're getting groceries, then I know I don't need them. But if I'm going alone to get groceries, then I take this and I get groceries and listen to music and stuff. And I'm that asshole in the store that's, listening to music. But these are very important to me because of who I am and how attached to music I am. And I can listen back to my mixes and stuff that I'm working on as well. Obviously, these are going to be kind of biased in terms of the sound, so I wouldn't mix with these or anything. Not that I could, but they're great. They are great for listening. For listening, they're great. Mixing, I will probably never do. That's just asking for trouble. Okay, and my last everyday carry item for today, which is pretty much the only other thing that I carry with me every day, is something new that I got. And if you guys know me, I love notebooks, and I love writing things in notebooks. I have all kinds of notebooks for different things. And, I used to carry lots of different notebooks and stuff with me to class and work and everything just to have for ideas or whatever I come up with or if I need it. I do have the little thing in my wallet, but sometimes I want like a nice notebook to have to write ideas and crazy stuff in. And I've had my eye on these notebooks from this company for a couple years now, and I finally opted to buy them. I got a variety pack, but I think I know what my favorite one is so far. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, you probably should, so go find Sinister Bunny Studios on Instagram and hit that follow button. I might just follow you back. And you may have seen a post about these. And it was really cool because once I made that post, the actual company that makes these went and saw it and liked it and everything. So I was like, ooh, all giddy and stuff. But here it is, Field Notes. Okay, you may have heard of them, you may have not. But this is really nice, okay? This is like craft paper on the outside, so it's got a very, I don't know, it's a cool feel. And I got the generic tan ones because I like the look of them. I also like they have all different kinds. And they have like a subscription thing that you can do where you get special ones sent to you and stuff like that. But I just did a one-time thing and got 3 notebooks. There are 3 different ones. And as you can see with this one says, doesn't that say that? 48-page memo book, durable materials made in the USA. Which these are made in the USA. But what this one is it's like you can't see. It's like it's grid paper. Oh man, you're not gonna be able to see. Maybe you can a little bit by my fingers. Okay, not that it's in focus, but let's block this light. Maybe block this light. Maybe there we go. Now you can see. If I block the light here, you can see. It's there. You can see in the shadow. There we go. It's grid paper. Okay. And for someone like me, that's nice to organize things and stuff like that. So if I'm coming up with ideas, like bam, I can organize. You're not gonna be able to see. I can organize them like so, however I want. Or if I am just writing a long thing, bam, I can write a long thing. Or if I'm just trying to come up with cool ideas and designs for stuff, then bam, I can do some schematics and blueprints and stuff. And different things like that. It just allows me to organize my thoughts in a very neat and organized way because all the lines are measured out for me and it's a good system to have set up. And as you can see, this is somewhat dirty and stuff because I take it with me everywhere. It gets dirty at work and all that. But it's nice. And it's like the nice, perfect size for like a carry notebook because I can hold it here and you can see it's decently big enough. Like if I had it out, you can see my hand. That's how big it is. I think this is like the perfect size, honestly, and it feels nice in your hand to carry, and it feels nice to take out, and it makes you want to write in it. And I have been writing a lot of stuff in it, and it's an aesthetic thing, like the looks of it and the feel of it, and just the whole concept of having like a carry around notebook for whatever you need. I don't know, I like it a lot, and if anyone from Field Notes is watching this, good job. I'm a new customer and everything, and, I know you guys saw the post on Instagram, but I am very happy with this so far. I've been using this for like a couple weeks now, and, I love it. But I think next time, I'm going to just get just the grid paper. I'll get a 3-pack. It came in a 3-pack. Show you the other two. So this is kind of what it came in. God, you can't read it, man. I gotta think about this better. So it says mixed 3-pack. There's a graph paper one, which you saw. There's a ruled one and a plain paper, and I'll show you the other two. So this one is the plain, or this one's the lined paper actually. So that's what this looks like. It's got, whoa, my screen just turned off. Oh, that was funky. My screen timed out, but okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is lined paper. As you can see, that's lined paper, which is cool and all. Let me see. What if I turn this light off? Does that fix it? Not really. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so that's lined paper, as you can see there. Just kind of a typical kind of notebook journal looking thing, which is probably my least favorite one. I'll think of something to use this for, but not anything anytime soon. And then this is my second favorite one, but I have not written anything in it. This one's just plain paper, so there's nothing to really show you. It's just blank paper. That's it. So that'd be good for like a sketch artist or an artist in general that wants to draw, or someone who doesn't want to be confined by lines. So this will probably be the next one that I use. I'm going to really have to try hard to find something to use the lined one for. From being in school for almost 16 years straight, I've gotten tired of writing on lines like a normal notebook. It's just, it's boring. So having the grid paper is nice. It still has that metrics like organization side that you can follow and still be somewhat free because it's grid paper as opposed to just, horizontal lines. And then this one, you just have all kinds of freedom. You can do whatever the hell you want, which is why it's going to be my next one. Maybe eventually I'll end up carrying both of these so that I can have the grid paper for my organization of ideas and lists and blueprints and stuff like that. And then I can have this one as well be like a sketchbook or I don't know, something like that. But that's kind of the plan at this point. I'm not quite sure, but I got the mixed pack with the graph paper, lined paper, and the blank paper because I couldn't decide on just one kind, and I wanted to try them all, and they're not really expensive. I think I got all three of these for $8 or something like that. Some of you, and to some of you, that may be expensive for like, oh, you just put some paper, but it's kind of you got to be into that kind of world if that makes any sense. I like them. I like the idea of them. And I think they're really cool, and I think they make some really good stuff. There's even people that get these like special leather cases and stuff for these to carry them in so they don't get so tethered up. Because these aren't like special hard heavy-duty paper or anything. It's just craft paper. It's not quite construction paper if you don't know what craft paper is. It's just kind of a thicker cardboardy type paper. It's hard to explain. But I can see where it would fall apart, and I've got some riff-raff stuff on the outside where it's like the edges are bent and beat up a little bit, but I kind of like that look. I like it to be a little bit used looking, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, it's just, I like these a lot, and I carry it with me everywhere I go. Take it in the morning to work. I take it afterwards home, and I keep it at my desk. I take it to class in case I come up with stuff in class, which I have. Coincidentally, I come up with stuff in class, and I have written stuff down. I literally wrote a rant the other day, just a long paragraph, because my teacher was just droning on. And I wrote a rant about how the system kind of screws everybody over, and the whole educational system and stuff. And my thoughts with that is, I don't want to just write straight up lyrics and something like that, which I could. But if I write like a rant of just whatever I'm thinking, I can go back to that, reread it, and relive those emotions and that feeling, and then write lyrics about it. Because I feel like if I just write straight lyrics, then I'm trying too hard, and I don't want to set myself in stone or lose that emotion or the feeling that I'm having. So writing a rant and something like that keeps that emotion there and the feeling and what I'm thinking, that I can go back to, revisit, and feel all over again just to write some cool lyrics. So yeah, and that's about it. I don't really carry anything else on me except for my clothes and like my work bag and my backpack. I guess you could say like my backpack's an everyday carry, but that's got a lot of stuff in it. My laptop and notebooks and stuff like that. Let me think. I don't think there's anything else. That's about it. Literally 4 things. Phone, wallet, earbuds, notebook. That's it. And I make sure to have all of those on me. I don't ever go without them. And if I have all of these, then I'm set to go and I don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, so that's enough of my rant about my everyday carries. So I'm going to cut it off. But like I said in the beginning, if you guys didn't see the Happy Together cover, go check it out. I'll put another card up here for you to go check it out. Definitely let me know what you think about it. There's kind of a twist with the video. Hint. So go check it out. And if you like it, let me know, and share it with everybody you freaking know. Spread it around. Spread it like wildfire. And like I always say, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay metal, my friends. Now, where's this button?